Hola. Alright, I'm just gonna get straight to it today. Playing automation today. We're designing a 90s pickup truck. It's gonna be a powerhouse. I'm not necessarily, right now, I'm worried about horsepower, not, torque or anything. I did an engine build earlier where I was only worried about torque. I was trying to make a great towing engine. I was trying to replicate the old Ford inline 300, the inline 6 that could pull like anything you wanted it to. But yeah, it never make it kind of small. Well, okay. Do like that style, I think. Just make it out of steel. It's gonna be kind of cost effective, I think. I'm not sure if I'm trying to make this one too realistic, but yeah, I probably will. American Motor Company. R10. So, okay, I think the way that the model is going to be, this is going to be like a Chevy C10. So, it's going to be like a, yeah, so it's going to be like a C10, so it's only going to be rear-wheel drive. I'm going to keep the suspension like this pretty much. Like this length. It's going to be like a two-wheel drive road truck. But it is going to have a decent-sized engine in it. I might actually put a V6 in it. But I would like to make the engine powerful, so front longitudinal. See, and we might only have enough room to put a V6 in it too. But if we do put a V6 in there, I'd like to kind of replicate the GMC 4.3 liter V6. Let's see, coil on the front, leaf on the back. And we're not gonna do anything with quality until later. Alright, okay. I can put a V8 in there. But I think I'm gonna go with the V6. This is a... Let's say this is a 92 body style. We'll stick with cast iron for all the internal parts. Okay, well maybe not the let's see here. Kind of level this out a little bit. Okay. It's pretty much a 4.3 engine, so we'll just call it the... Oh no, we can't do that. How much CC does it have? Okay. Hold on. Okay, it'd be the 263. But we'll just call it the 260. Do like NA, naturally aspirated. Let's say on the quality for this, we'll go 4. Cast iron internals, I think we're just going to go cast. We're not going to do heavy cast or light cast or anything. Harmonic damper, we're probably going to keep that to like around let's try 15.8 for right now, and just do +2 on that. Compression, I'm thinking I'll start it out at 10.2, see if we can go higher later on. I'd like to get peak torque RPM to 4,600 and the regular RPM to 4,800, because 4,800 in a small pickup truck is, you know, pretty much about what, like, the highest you would really want to go. Now, that's probably not realistic, because you know, my truck in real life goes to like 7,000. I wouldn't do that, but yeah, the oil filter is just in the oil pan. Okay. Sump, as this game calls it. Spring and lifters. We'll just take it down to like 42. I don't want to take it down too much, but I want to give it a little bit more reliability here. Carburetor. No, we could. No, actually, let's do a carburetor, because my truck is a 95 Dakota and it still has a carburetor. So, even though carburetor's not the best, we'll probably do a two single, but we might have to take it up to twin. And just keep that at 50 for right now. And airflow is what we're going to worry about, pretty much. Is just standard mid. And looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a 92, it'd be unleaded. And I would take it down to regular. But I would make it like -1.5, so a little bit more on the advanced side to give it some more power and fuel efficiency. Let's see. We'll have it run a little bit lean. Give it like a tad bit more mileage. Compact cast. I normally go with compact cast, but I think we might go with cast low this time. 2.5 inch, just one, no dual exhaust, coming straight from the factory. 3-way. I'm not gonna choose high flow. I might do that though, but for right now, no. And I think I'm going to choose baffled. So let's see, just 3 on that. Okay, I have an idea, but I want to check out flows. Okay, the carburetors. That, yeah, okay. All we needed to do is make it twin, and we're fine. Now, all we have to deal with is headers, because the manifold, you know, we can take that down like a tad bit. The headers. No. Headers, right here. See, even cast low. Do 62. The exhaust is still... If we did high flow, we'd be fine. Okay. Now the header size, since we're getting more air through there. 96 we'll take down. We don't want to make it too big. So, it's getting a great amount of torque, but it's not getting as much horsepower as I'd like it to. So, we actually have to take down the compression a little bit, but some of that also might be con rods. It's a 4.3, so there should, guess, just make it richer. How much? It's only getting 14 miles per gallon. I'd really like it to make 16 to like 18 on a V6, but you know, we'll see what we can do. So it looks like 30 is a sweet spot right here. So we're getting 242 pound-foot of torque, but we're only getting 180 horsepower, which isn't too bad. But I would still like to take that up to 190. You know, that's what I would like to do, but it might not happen. Well, we almost get up to 190. So I will keep it like that. Do 4 on there. Yeah, that pretty much. No, 3 on the exhaust. Another 2, okay. Yeah, we're getting 190. Yeah. So, okay, so we got a pretty powerful V6 right here. Make it black. Cast iron block black. Valve cover. Aluminum. I think, no, you know, blacked out aluminum looks okay on that. And then this, I don't want to do chrome because it's a little new. So we're just going to do white aluminum. And then bolts, just be basic colored aluminum. The intake manifold, we're always going to go for like a semi-dark aluminum. Or we could go chrome straight out of the box. But that would not look right because this is not like a race engine, so. Look cool, definitely, but. Air filter, plastic. Air filter trim, we're not going to mess with. Timing cover. Could do aluminum, blacked out again. And then the timing cover trim, aluminum full white. And then the sump, just do black. And I think that's a good valve cover design, so. It does have it can work with 4-wheel drive, but probably won't do that. I like it, the sound. I'd mess with exhaust sportiness just a tad bit, and then intake sportiness, I would mess with a little more. That's good. Okay, so we have 4.3 liter V6, 191 horsepower, almost 250 pound-foot of torque, almost completely reliable, very high reliability score, pretty much 15 miles per gallon, pretty much. It's using 92.5 gas. It doesn't weigh that much for a V6. The RPM I wish I could have taken up a little bit more, but we have not progressed enough throughout the years because it's only 92. Okay. I want the back to stick out, or the tires to be spread out a little bit more to give it more stability, because that, even though it's a little down, I've noticed with trucks that are generally lower down in the first place, stability because they use really springy light springs. And that's just been every small truck I've driven. And we don't want it to be too high. And the front length, we can stick with somewhere around the center there. The front detail, do something like that. I would like it to be relatively straight up and down. And just to make it feel like you're still driving a bigger truck. Because I feel like Chevy people really like that. We're going to make the hood, you know, pretty level. Ford's big thing was them putting down the hood like that. You can get better visibility, like they did on the 9th, or I think it was 10th gen. It could have been 9th gen. No, it was 10th gen. Okay. And that was like 99. 97. We can go 97. 99 because I don't know what Chevy generations was. See, Chevy and Ford were both going for that different style look, but Chevy pulled it off way better. And the interior too. Chevy, it just always had that utilitarian look, and that's what I'm going for. See the hood? Flat. I mean, it's not flat, but it's pretty flat. It's pretty much flat until the very end, then it curves down. Ford, this is what it was like with Ford. So, it looked more like a car. Now, I didn't think that the Ford looked too ugly, but it did look like a toy, and I didn't like that. And they just look so much uglier. Like they're trying to look new, but they're not. I don't know. Because the 10th Gen 250... No. That's a 150. Here. The 10th Gen 250 looked so good. But the 10th Gen 150 was disgusting to look at. Alright. Where were we? Right here. The rocker panel we're gonna make no, we're gonna make it stick out, or like stick normally. But the length down, we're gonna have it come up a little bit. Because we want to advertise it as being able to like drive on gravel roads and all that, being a good, you know, all-in-one truck. But it's still going to be rear-wheel drive. So we're not going to go all out and making it look like a four-wheel drive. But we're going to make it usable, you know. The rear length, we're going to give it quite a bit of bed space. B-pillar, let's see. No, B-pillar, I don't think adjusts anything. Because it's not extended cab. B-pillar would be like right here. So B-pillar lower though does. We can give it a decent sized cab. Maybe make it so that you can throw stuff behind the seat. C-pillar is not there. D-pillar is not there. D-pillar lower is there. Make it straight up and down. Not even going to try with that. The roof height's going to be up there. Now, this is the cutoff height. The only issue is if we make it taller. Nope, sorry. If we make the truck like this, we can keep the tires pretty much the same way they are. But if we made it like that, you'd have to make the wheels bigger to support that extra weight. So, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it where it's at. Pretty much a Ford Ranger. Now, cargo height, we're going to use... Let's just hide the chassis altogether. No, we can use a basic chassis. I don't really care. Still want to hide that other stuff. Cargo height doesn't really matter in game, but in real life it would. Now, for cargo detail, we don't need to have the wheel wells come up that high, obviously, because the wheels are not ever going up that high. Just keep it as low as it'll go. Cargo detail, that is the wheel well. I feel retarded. A-pillar, I think this is windshield angle. We're going to keep it around this. Because I don't think Chevy really gives a shit about airflow. Or, sorry. Aerodynamics, sorry. In the 90s, don't listen to the... Okay, shut up. It's back to 82. This is not going to be an 82, though. It's going to be advertised as a 92. Like that. Okay. A-pillar lower. Do we have the engine in the car yet? No. Until we put in the drivetrain and the rest of this stuff, we won't be able to see the engine. But I'm going to assume that Chevy would be putting... No, okay. Yeah, it's only a V6. I keep reading that. Chevy would put it right here. But Ford would do, for some reason, which really increased service costs, especially on like the 9th gen 150. I don't think they did it with the Ranger, but the 9th gen 150, the engine was kind of like right here, but then went under the bed. But we can't really control where the engine itself goes, so you know, we'll try. My goal is not to put it right there. It's to put it under the hood. So, front bumper, not gonna stick that out too much. Front bumper lower though. Make it stick out all the way now, because that would look ugly if it didn't. That looks good. Do we have rear bumper detail? Well, yes, but it's not what I thought it would have been. Okay. There we go. That's what I was looking for. My goal on this truck is to have it come out of the factory with a hitch receiver. So right whenever you get it, because it's basically free advertising, right whenever you get it, you can take it to its full towing capacity. So if you wanted to tow something, you wouldn't have to pay like an extra $400 to put one on yourself. But you get it straight out of the factory with a receiver hitch on there. And, you know, whenever you're towing something heavy, somebody's like, oh, that's a small truck made by GMC, pretty much. And it can tow a lot. So, you know, imagine what their bigger trucks can do. You know, that's just me, though. A lot of people hate small trucks, but I like them. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is... There's a bunch of utilitarian colors. But I think I'm going to go with this color. and call it... I don't know what I'm going to call it. Probably something stupid like white diamond silver. Oh no, this would be like an aluminum like that. That'd be plastic. See, it doesn't look right because the front bumper, rear bumper, no, that doesn't look right. Okay. I can probably stick on something there. Okay. Making the chassis invisible looks really bad. So I'm going to have to cover it up. And that was simple. Alright, let's go back to painting. Yeah, so I'll be able to put a piece here to color it black on the lower part there. Yeah, okay. Not gonna do that yet. Rear wheel drive, automatic, because we're doing a column shifter. I'm assuming most people that want a small truck and are going to be getting these trucks are like teenage boys in the country. So they'd rather have a column shifter than, you know, 4 on the floor. But, so we'll do a generic 4-speed. Top speed, let's say 112 miles per hour for the truck. First gear, we're going to go for 31. Around that. No, not 32. 31. Spread, you know, like to make 31, 51, you know, let's see. Alright, 31, 51, 80, 112. Cool. Okay. Now the question is, do we want to do open or manual? Because open, you know, on a truck, you know, I guess let's just compare utility. Yeah. Okay. So utility utility is really, I know off-road is the main huge difference there, but utility is what I'm seeing. Here, okay, here we got the engine. Yeah, they shoved the engine under it. I don't think that there's anything you can do about it. I don't know why they shove it. It could be to get out of the way of the suspension because the engine's that low down, but I wish automation let you move the engine, if it doesn't already. I'm just kind of lazy to look it up. I would like to make the tire diameter a little bigger. Let's try 33.5. Having a big tire diameter is super sweet sometimes. And then an extra 20 millimeters out on the rear. And on the front, just do like 10. Might be able to do like 25. Yeah, okay. Alloy rims, because we can save a little weight there. Solid disc on the front. Drum on the rear. And go for comfort pads. We might need to put a little bit more on the front brake force though, in order to counteract the pad type being changed to comfort. No skid trays, none of that. Basic, say a standard cassette, because this is 92. This is not the early 2000s where you would have gotten CD player. I don't know why we have electric steering. I didn't think they had electric steering until the late 2000s, but you know, it might just be me. Now, yeah, that just takes up sportiness pretty much. So we'll just stick with hydraulic ball because we want power steering on this, and we want ABS, standard safety, and just add 2 to both of those. Now for weight, we're going to keep it balanced. We're not going to make it any lighter. We might want to make it a tad bit heavier, actually, because it's going to be towing. And if you want a good towing truck, it needs to have, first of all, a wide wheelbase. And second of all, needs to be, you know, heavy enough. You know. Standard gas monotube passive is way more reliable. So we're doing good on most of everything. We've lost miles per gallon, actually. We'd probably gain, but I don't want to do that. This is a 92. We have a little bit more room for improvement later on. The brake, yeah, okay. So the first issue we have, the brakes suffering from brake fade, which could possibly be a result of me making the wheels, the tires have a bigger diameter. So I'm going to go, and brake fade is always happening. Is it severe? Yeah, okay, severe. Do 12 there, 8 on the rear. Take the rear force down though. The rear brake force is low. Okay, well, I tried. So it wants, just take that up to 100. Okay. Brakes are suffering from brake fade still. I don't think it's the rear. Put on 4 pistons. Slight brake fade. It's so pissy about the brake fade. Good. We're gonna ignore the tires. Might make the rear ones a little less wide or shorter. Short gearing is reducing car top speed, increasing top speed setting. Okay, pretty much how you deal with this, just keep increasing top speed till it's not able to keep up with the top speed. So I'll make it like 132. See, now it's topping out at only 124. Earlier it was keeping up. So I'll keep it at 128. Can't put on a speed limiter. So, not going to do that. But its top speed is around 124 miles per hour. I'm going to make the rear tires a little less wide, but I do want to look at the graph a little bit. So, pretty much what happens is it goes into oversteer. Good, so now it has a little bit of oversteer. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. And if we go into brakes, take down brake force to 90. And we're fine. Okay, now with fixtures. Before I forget, this only requires decal patches. So pretty much what you can do, yeah, have it mirrored. Boom. Now the trim goes completely around the car. And it looks pretty sweet. Now we can also put a pinstripe on there later, but I don't think I really want to put a pinstripe on the car. So the first thing, I'm going to search up like a 92 C10 and take up a little bit of inspiration, like a tad bit. Something like this. That's a 1500. But but something we could take inspiration from, you know, like a little bit. Hold on. Wow, cannot zoom in at all. If we open this up, oh my god. Hold on. There. So, yeah, pretty much something like this. Okay, so something to take note. Butterfly mirrors. Or string mirrors. I don't remember what they're called. Sport branding. Huge sport branding. But we wouldn't be putting sport on there. Because it's not like a 4x4 or anything. We got these goofy ass hubcaps. Because that's a 90s thing. We got the exhaust coming out of the right, which I'm going to do. We have the square handles that are made of plastic. High quality plastic, I'll add. And then we got like a typical generic grille design. Now, interior. Okay. Not seeing. Yep, okay. Okay. Open that up. And you open the ID up. Nope. Yes. Here. See, we can zoom in on this. Okay, good. I have 50 tabs open. Yeah, give it a utilitarian design on the interior here. How much is this car? I don't care. Yeah, alright. First thing I always started with is stuff that I might forget later. So, put on the fuel cap. Door handles, what we've decided on is those plastic ones. So what I'll always do is choose like this one, bring it down a little bit, change that from chrome to glossy plastic, and change that to glossy plastic. And boom, you have them. Now, I don't know if we have a mod for those kind of mirrors. I don't think so. Can use something like this though. It doesn't look right, but it's better than having to jerry rig something and put them like that. I'm gonna go to yeah, move it back a little bit, angle it towards me. That's pretty good. And glossy plastic, glossy plastic, glossy plastic, and glossy plastic. And you have yourself a Chevy mirrors. Do not look like Chevy mirrors, but we tried. For the grill, I closed out the photo. Yeah, okay. Okay, just a generic 4 headlight design there. Alright, what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to make that glossy plastic too. Do that. Now take this one. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. Make it a little shorty boy. Shrink it up just a tad bit. Like that, and mirror. Now we are going to get one, put it in the center. There, perfect size. Now we're going to get this and put it like that. Go into headlights, geometric headlight housings. Okay. Go down to the wholly translucent. Boom. It's pretty good. And I think the only thing left is just... Okay, we're kind of going to mix it now. I think I'll just keep it like that. And let's see here. Okay, I see how they did that. Okay. Alright, boom. Headlight. Running light. Indicator and indicator. Boom. Okay, so the indicator's nice and bright. Okay. Pretty good. So now we are going to make boom. Okay. We don't need to put on the badges yet. Under miscellaneous features, and we have wipers. Do our tail lights. let's see here. Okay, so pretty much what they were blocks with the reverse lights on the side. Where was the turn signal? Interesting. Okay, so pretty much what I think we're gonna do is right here, do one block that goes like this, and then right there do the turn signal, or no, the reverse light, like it is on the actual car, and then right here we're gonna do the turning signal. That's fine. I don't really mind that part. Brake. Nope, no, that's a little dark. Nope. No, that's what? Okay, we'll just have to go with the dark one. Reverse and turn. Glossy plastic, glossy plastic, glossy plastic. Okay, the brake lights are nice. Turn signals are nice. Okay, all the lights are nice on the back. Okay, so it looks like we have our badge down on the bottom right. And I don't know what that is on that side. That could be sport branding. So let's find like a decent... Let's do black embossed. No spaces or anything. Good. Door handle. We can just do this again. A little bit smaller. Glossy plastic. Glossy plastic. Boom. Yeah, okay. And those type of headlights, those plastic ones, we have the like a perfect replica of that in automation, but we don't want to use those because normally companies, like even with my Dodge Dakota, they would only put those on the cars that were like sport variant, like 4-wheel drive sport variant. This is not what this car is, so we will not be putting those on. Now, another thing, we will have to have the exhaust pipe, definitely. We would have to have the license plate and the tow hitch underneath. So, license plate is going to be interesting to find a decent spot for that because we don't have the indent in the bumper, the rear bumper, but we'll figure something out here. First, we're worried about the exhaust tip. So we have ourselves a side exhaust. No, we would not want it going out that way. So, turn it 3D. Make it... Yeah, okay. Aluminum. Make it aluminum. And we would make it darker aluminum. Pretty much like blackout aluminum. Good. Now we go here. Make it smaller. Just kind of boop it in there. Stick it back in there. And yeah, don't keep the exhaust like that. We'll just use a Colorado one. The receiver hitch is here somewhere. Here. So we have ourselves crossbar. I'll probably just go with these types of flanges. There. What the? Oh, I was like, what? Okay. So the tow hook does not want to be put on right now. But that is okay. Alright, interior. I would assume dashboard first. Interior 1980s, probably what we'll go for the dashboard here. Even though this is the one I use every time I make a dashboard, but yeah, it'll be okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of speed run this right now. Because I normally... Oh, shoot, I forgot to put in the floors. Okay. Yeah, that's way too long. Let's see, red, 45, blue. Okay. Kind of just speedrunning this interior right now. Okay, let's do that. Just do 45. Okay, that works. I don't think we're gonna worry about even putting door cards in. Boop. Okay. Nope, I did that wrong. Yep. There we go. Do, 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 do. The door, the chairs, the seats are sticking right out the side of the car. Yeah, fix that first. They can be lodged into that. I just don't want them sticking out the car. And they're not sticking out the rear glass, so we're good now. Do do. No. We don't even have like any kind of radio. We need some kind of badge now. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to... Oh, we gotta do wheels too. How did I forget about the wheels? I'm just gonna do that. Alright. Man. Well, not my proudest, but it works pretty well. Just want to make sure it's still up. Alright. It's not even a competitor against the Gavril D series in the game. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Hold on. This is not even the right truck. But, still, I'm trying to figure out why the wheels like that in the back. Is the D series gone? No, it's right there. I was like, where'd it go? Goofy ass. There we go. Okay, I'll just make sure that worked. Alrighty. Let me get out the controller. For some reason there's a cutout there. Don't know why. Oh, that doesn't sound bad. Probably one of the best V6s I've heard in a while. Huh. That engine does not sound happy. Alright. So let's spawn some AI here. the wheel is pretty much perfect. Or not perfect, but it lines up pretty well. Yeah, I can picture myself having some fun in this. And it can do a little bit of a burnout too. It's pretty sweet. Pretty fun. Somebody else gonna fly off too? Oh, I've evaded the police. Alright, just because I want to offer a test, so... So there's no low gear or anything. So... Yeah, we're already getting wheel spin. Oh. I just knock out my driver's side seat. Alright, and let's do a realistic collision test. So we'll have one going like decently slow. It got stuck. It got stuck. The whole body just kind of wiggles. I mean, it feels sturdy. The seat just flew out. Alright, we got it straight down on the hood. Not bad. I mean, part of it can be blamed on the, automation export being, like all the beams not lining up properly. But yeah, these crashes, they're not like definitely not harming the person in the driver's seat most of the time. Like, let's say, oh yeah, I'm running from the police, blah blah blah. Let's say up here I miss my turn somewhere, start understeering or something. So I'm going 68 miles per hour right now. The truck suspension is, you know, not designed for this, obviously. The whole cab rolls over. I'm about to go head first into a river. And then the car smashed into a rock wall. Other than me pretty much being face first in the water right now, you know, the driver's side isn't terrible. Now, it still would have probably killed the person driving, but, you know. Or, not killed them, but it would have hurt them, probably. A double rollover, you know, and that's not, the car is not as damaged as you would think it would be, right? Now let's, you know, do another off-road test. This off-road test is a little bit easier. This is on a road that, you know, there's some front-wheel drive cars that do well on this road. You know. So, I'd expect this to do well. The suspension is pretty decent off-roading, actually. It's doing well at absorbing most of the shocks, but you know, it's not absorbing so much that it's causing the suspension to just overwhelm itself and cause the whole car to, you know, bounce around. And, you know, the car still has a little bit of bumps because I'm driving over the rivets from the tires on the road. Then again, if you look at the difference between tire speed or wheel speed and air speed, you can see that I'm getting like no traction. See, my wheel speed is going up to 20 pretty much, and my airspeed just now got up to 20, but now my wheel speed's already at 30. You see, my wheels are speeding up, but my front tires aren't doing much. And that's pretty much all because I don't have four-wheel drive, but see, the suspension is pretty good. It's absorbing most of the shock. See, no traction. But, I mean, all in all, I'm, you know, decently proud of it. It's a nice little commuter. Gets like 15, 16 or so miles per gallon. You know, not the best commuter now that you think of it, but nice small truck, nice first truck, you know. Pretty good. So that's nice. So that's it for the live stream now. See y'all.